welcome channel. It's Adam with ND72. This video, we're going to do a little bit of a power mod on the Slk. A lot of people said they get a lot of good power out of this little mod, so we'll see what happens. I'm not actually buying this. I'm going to custom make it myself, and hopefully I got all the parts. But so the setup in the car right now is the standard M11 2K. It came with a E55 intake, which are supposed to add somewhat of power, but geez, this thing gets so effing hot just sitting there, and it's, I don't know, a lot of people say you make more power out of the stock gearbox in this because it's bigger, which I can see that, but then a lot of people do like a normal like cone style by the grill. That's what we're going to try to make today. Also, the car has the 65mm pulley on it, and then a Eurocharge tune, which all that stuff is going to be getting rid of soon, but not bad. It's got factory cooling, so that part kind of sucks. So with this new setup, I did a lot of data logging. So right now my air intake temperatures are about 50 degrees above ambient and about 80 degrees above ambient when I do a full hard pull. This is a Florida heat after driving the car around and getting it nice and hot. So I'm hoping this will drop it a little bit. I did like a crap load of data logging, so after I install this intake, I'll do a lot more data logging to see if it even made a difference. If not, it might just clean up the engine bay and make it look a little bit cooler. So we'll kind of see. There was a lot of dyno testing to see that the intake I'm going to try to make makes more power than the E55 one. And yes, the E55 one will be for sale. And just shoot me an offer once I pull it off. I'll put all pictures up and show you what it looks like. So these are the parts I got. I'm going to lay them out a little bit better because I'll show you what's actually in this part. What we're basically going to do is make a dual needs wing intake. More or less the same kind of style with the filters over here. Right now I got parts from a single that I bought for the death cart that we're going to kind of cut up and just make work. Got the wide pipe I got off the internet. Got two little cheap little filters. Later on I might upgrade this stuff, but not bad. And then I got all the intercooler piping in here, which, let's open this box. I haven't even opened it really yet. I mean, it's all black. We'll see how long that lasts. It's got bead rolled, but we'll see which part I cut up. But not bad. It's all aluminum, and it comes with a crap load of bends and fittings and everything. There should be plenty to make this work. And if not, I got a whole box of extra intake car parts and all that stuff over there to try to make this work. So we're gonna keep it really simple by just removing this. Yeah, this old one. Okay. Oh yeah, see, that's even ripped right there. That actually might not open. I'm gonna put the camera down. Knock this out with two hands. This is what it looks like with no intake. Car's not that bad. Also, the benefit of doing that, yeah, some people might just say it's visual, but if I do paint the valve cover gaskets or change anything out, you'll be able to see it a lot better because that air box just covers everything. And this way, with the other intake, it should make it look a lot cooler. If anyone's seen the Needs Wings ones or a couple other companies make stuff like that, it's not bad. Start knocking it out. Yeah, it's basically everything the piping kit came with. It came with two U-joints, two 45s, I mean, two 90s, two 45s, two straights, a poop load of couplers, a crap load of freaking T stuff, so great purchase, and that's the other kit it came with, so definitely should have enough stuff. Knock it out. So for start, you can see it, the wide pipe that it comes with doesn't exactly fit right out of the box. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark it and then just cut it down over here, and it should be fine. And then we'll just keep testing and see how much we actually got to cut to make it fit, because it's not that off. Alright, so we got it all done. I just did a quick coat of paint on it. I've been driving around for like 3 or 4 days, so we did change it up a little bit from the stuff that I had bought and ordered and all that stuff. One thing we did have to do, we had to go from the 3-inch all the way over here to 2.5, then it goes back up to 3-inch. We had to, so the wide pipe I bought, let me show you. So people were saying like this wide pipe would work. It came with like filters and all this other little kit. Well, piece of crap. So the issue was that one was 3.5 inch, the one I bought, and it hit. So you can see how close this is, and this is 3-inch. So I had to custom make this at my house, and they're not that hard to do. Now, I'm not the effing best welder, but it doesn't look too bad. Comes right all up. It's got enough clearance, enough gaps for everything. And I've been driving around with this for a couple days. I'm going to pull it off today, and we're going to repaint this. because I just popped the hood. We were driving around, the car was sitting for maybe an hour, and I'm going to show you the temperatures of what it's at. So I got my little thermal gun. So I just popped the hood so the sun's not really cooking it. So we're like 180 over here, 183, 190. You know what I mean? So, and then basically 150. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat this and actually cook them with some thermal paint to make it a little bit last longer. This was just a quick shake can that lasted, I mean, it looks okay. I was rocking it out for about like 2 weeks. Not bad, not bad. But we're going to put some, let me see, I think I got some. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the bottom with some reflective tape. We'll do some testing and all that stuff. I've used this on a lot of stuff. It works really effing good. And usually I just put it on the bottom. I'll show you. It's going to look pretty cool. Not bad, not bad. And then I'm going to show you real quick how I made that Y-pipe. So you don't got to be the best fabricator. I'm clearly learning to weld and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you how I kind of did the cuts and all that stuff to make that Y-pipe and how it was. Sorry for the mess. So you're going to start with basically a U series of pipe. And then you got to get your proper measurements to actually make it 3-inch. This was the first one I kind of messed up. I had to basically bring the cut line up a little bit. But it wasn't that bad. So you're going to do the first cut where you cut the top off. I hope this doesn't fall. Bam. And then, after you get that, you cut it directly down the middle. Boom. And then, when you flip them, you definitely have to... this first one was my effed up measurement. But yeah, it's basically going to work like that. And then, bam, you got one of those Y-pipes. And then all you're going to do is drill a hole and then put it for your breather. These are super effing easy to make. And what I would recommend, you get like 2 or 3 of these in case you do the first one like I did. I messed up on the cut, and then I figured, all right, let me just space it out until I got it perfectly 3 inches there. Not bad. And then it'll come out like, da-da-da. I definitely want to fix this one up. I'm going to redo it because right now how I have it, if you see like right here for the breather, it's a little bit off. So what I'm going to do on the next one, I'm just going to move it over. Because I'm going to redo this maybe down the line and make it a little bit more clean. But it clears everything, the hood. I got it a little bit of an angle for certain reasons, because if you can look down there, I don't know if you can even see it, but you do have like a series of lines, and this clears everything perfectly. All I do is say I want to move it over a little bit, but not bad at all. And before some people say, yes, I could have just went online and ordered this exact style of intake from a distributor and all that stuff, but there's like 1 or 2 companies who make a certain kind of style by that. They're like $600-700. And I don't mind supporting them like that. It's just they were like, oh yeah, it's going to be 2-3 weeks to make, blah, 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 blah. And then the associate I was hanging out with at the time, she was like, why don't you just build it? I mean, I have all this spare metal and all that stuff, so I started to build it. So right now we're going to pull it all back apart and then make my little heating box over there where we're going to actually spray and then cook these to make the coating. Because right now, it's not just for quick spraying. It's not too bad, but you can see how I just like was able to scrape that away. Holy potatoes, that's still effing hot. So we're going to do all that stuff, make my little cook box that I've done before, cook it all up. So we threw them in my makeshift little paint booth that I'm going to start cooking them in. So here's what all the pieces look, basically broke up. There's right side, left side. You can see how the paint didn't last too much, like where the couplers go. So now we're going to start repainting these, and this time I'm going to actually cook them with the heat gun in here. Should come out pretty nice. Alright, so just so you can see my little makeshift heating box, I basically cut a hole right there. I put on a little bit of an angle, and then I put my teeny little heat gun in there. And then you just, not the perfect, not the best seal. Yeah. I'm going to take a little tape and tape it up a little bit better. Bam! Teeny little oven. Oh, this in no way is safe. I've done these for like a few years now to help cook parts. And yes, I've caught 2 of them on fire, but I kind of put it around things where I think I'm pretty safe. And I mean the tire, hopefully it doesn't catch the tire on fire. And I got the hose there and I check on it pretty often because you really only got to cook these for like 30 minutes at like 350 to get them like really good. So we're going to let it keep going and hopefully it comes out nice. So we got the intake pipes cooking on one side. If you're wondering how hot it actually gets in there, it gets, yeah, it's like 300 degrees. It drops a little bit. The laser might be shooting off a little bit. But yeah, this stuff cooks. Definitely you're going to be hotter towards there. But that one right there, Don't catch on fire. 200. These are 350. 220. So our little makeshift oven, it works pretty good. So now I'm gonna rotate them, spray the paint, and yeah, I keep moving the parts around so some of them get close to the heat and all that stuff. Because I think you're supposed to do it roughly at 350 max. So even though if it's like 220 or 250 somewhere, as I'm rotating them, they should all cure really nicely. Keep going. In case you're wondering what paint I'm using, I used to use flame-proof VHT stuff, but I was having a little issue of it being like easy to get because we usually get like one color at a time. And on some of my exhausts, they would chip after like maybe 3 months. And then I found this at Home Depot. It's Rust-Oleum, high heat. They're roughly the same price. This one, whenever you go there, they have a lot more effing cans. They don't have any many cool colors, but for like black and classic stuff. And this stuff, geez, I had it on my car for probably 6-7 months, and it doesn't flake off or anything. So this product, so much effing better. They're both rated. This one's rated at 2,000 degrees. This is rated, same thing, 13 to 2,000, so they're rated at the same. I don't know why, but this one just adheres so much better and so much cleaner, and they're basically the same price. So that's what I've been rocking out for quite a bit on my exhaust and all my other stuff that I have to cook. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And you can pick it up at like Home Depot or Lowe's. Very inexpensive. All right, we got the black going on. Now I'm going to turn my little heater on and bake that for more, maybe 1 or 2 more coats, and then we should be good. Coming out nice. Alright, so the last little part of the intake setup we're going to do, I drove it for like a week with just basically before I recoated and cooked these pipes, and checking the temperatures on where the pipes are, and it's definitely a lot colder than when I had the E55 one, but what I've done with a lot of my other builds where you put little reflective tape, you get this at like Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, and it drops the temps like extremely. You can put it around the whole pipe. Usually I try to just put it on the bottom just so it still looks pretty nice and all that stuff, and yes, I could have bought the gold, but the gold costs a lot more, and this is like maybe $6 for a whole roll that will do like 20 intakes. So we're going to start wrapping this and the rest of the piping all the way down and then install it. So we got the wide pipe done, so if you look straight on, looks pretty good, nothing, and then BAM! All shiny. So when it sits on the motor, you should maybe see a little bit over here. It depends what angle it kind of goes, but not bad. Not bad at all, and that should reflect a lot of that heat back down. Hopefully keep my air intake temps down. We'll see what happens. If not, it doesn't really cost anything, and it can't really hurt the car, so not bad. We got the intake all painted, all on there. Looks pretty good. Yeah, you can see like some of the reflective tape comes up, but dude, like just looking down on it, pretty nice. Everything fits perfectly. I'm going to show you how it actually looks when I shut the hood. Pardon all the crap on the floor, but ooh. I put that little emblem right there. I got to get rid of my tow hook. But dang, it fits, it closes. I might want to eventually just go with a little bit smaller, because I don't know if you could tell. They just, like, I literally have it perfectly clearing when you shut the hood. And even this, like, you have a teeny little gap right there where it doesn't hit. So I'm probably going to get one of the light up front emblems that I got for the Death Guard over there. But man, so nice. Alright guys, hope you like it. That was the intake on the Slk32. And like I said before, I painted it and put that stuff under. I was driving around for like a week, and like, I noticed a huge effing difference. I don't think it's just my butt dyno. And then even just doing data logging and all that stuff, I'm doing the same thing, 85, 90 degree weather, and it's like a 10 degree drop in air intake temperature. And I don't think it's just a coincidence. I did it for like the whole week. I was watching it every drive. And now I put the thermal taping underneath it, and oh, holy crap, like when you get out of the car for a long drive and I hit the gun on it, night and day different with temperature. There definitely is a little bit difference on like left side to right side, but overall from what it was before, every day I would come home and hit it with the gun, big difference with that tape. And that tape is like $5, $5-10 at like AutoZone, or maybe not AutoZone, but like Home Depot and all that stuff. Maybe one day I'll go for the gold tape, but the gold tape just costs so much. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and see you later.